Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz at ClassicsToday.com here in the overflow room doing a little CD surgery. Now, you may recall that I did a whole talk on a whole video on stupid CD packaging, but that was just the beginning. And we really need to revisit the situation because today we are working on a special procedure. That procedure is extracting the CDs from these stupid CD packaging and other materials, booklets and whatnot that they stuff in there. It's really nuts. And it's particularly nuts now that plastic is bad. Now, jewel cases had their own problems. I mean, they cracked, they fell to pieces, the little bits of them, broke off. You had to keep a supply of them in your closet of every single size for every single number of CDs. They're very irritating. And they had sharp edges and, oh my goodness gracious, you could drop one on the floor and step on it and cut yourself. Who knows? So yes, and they were an ecological disaster, a carbon nightmare, and the absolute cause of global warming, as we all know. And so jewel boxes are still around. I mean, they're still with us. Heaven knows they're probably still the majority of how CDs are packaged. So you still get them, but increasingly, we are finding extremely creative and flimsy paper methods of packaging CDs. And these are just irritating as hell. They really are. They're enough to make you crazy. And getting the stuff out of these packages without destroying the packages or the CD is something of an issue. I have experimented with many different solutions. One of them, and the best one, which I believe I showed you at one point, yes, when I talked about the Gil Shaham Beethoven and Brahms violin concertos. Now that actually is not a bad thing because you have the CD here, so you can simply take it out if you can get your hands on it. Yes, yeah, there we go. It comes right out. But the booklet, yes. Now, of course, putting it back is a whole nother issue. There we go. But the booklet is in here, in the inner thingy, and you can't get it out this way. So I had this fabulous little pair of Tweezy things that you can stick in there and use it to clamp the booklet and extract it, and it works extremely well. These are quite wonderful. The problem is, and this is the thing, is that some of these things have the actual CDs done this way with the extraction point in the middle, in the spine of this foldy thing. I understand they don't want it to fall out this way, but God, it's just the most awful, inconvenient way to get it. And if you can't get at it. One of you very snidely said if you don't have fingers the size of knockwurst or something like that. Well, I don't have large fingers, but they're not that fat, I mean, they're normal fingers, and you still can't get in there. There's no way you can get in there. So this thing is essential, or a pair of tweezers or some kind of things. But to get the CD, if it's the CD, and really that's the issue, because let me put this away there. Let me show you what I had in mind. Here is the Bach and Beethoven segment of the Grumio edition that we're still all waiting for Universal to fix. Now this comes in a foldy thing like this with 3 CDs. Now, as you can see, it's peeping out here. The outer CDs can go either way. You can get them from the middle or from the sides. Thank God most of us will get them from the sides. But try and get this middle one out. I mean, just, try and get it out without destroying this foldy thing. I am absolutely flabbergasted that they could come up with anything this stupid. And I have here another gizmo. See this? This is like nice and it's flat and you can stuff it in there and extract the CD. However, this is made of metal and you do not want to grip down on the CD with this because you'll destroy your CD in the process, or at least scratch it up pretty seriously. And this also, which is really quite wonderful, now you can get the edge of it, but still you have to grab it pretty firmly. And again, it's metal and it's going to mess up your plastic and oh so fragile compact disc. So what is to be done? Well, we are going to perform an experiment on a few of these things to find out, because I have basically spent some time hanging out on Amazon and looking around my local drugstore and CVS and Walgreens and all those places and looking for cosmetic accoutrements. And here they are in my fabulous Ziploc bag. And we are going through these one at a time to see what's going to work really, really well at extracting the CD, because you have to have a whole toolkit to do this. So these are our surgical implements, and we're going to go through them one by one. And we have a pile of them here. So get ready. See, here they are. There's like quite the selection. So let's try these things and see what works best. Well, now first I have here is this lovely pair of Tweezy Scissors. These come in like 3 packs or whatever, as if you have, extra arms and, 3 or 4 eyes that need to be plucked or whatever. I think these are all the same size. I do. Let me see if I line them up. Yeah, these are all the same size. So I only need to deal with one of them. And I was hoping, let's see that these would be plastic coated. And, well, they seem to be, nope, these are metal. Ooh, metal. I like them. I like the concept, but they are metal here. So they would be good for extracting the booklet, but not for the CD. So I like these too, because you can do it this way and get into, they're offset, like an offset spatula for icing a cake, one of those things. And you could just get in here easily without having to worry about, that. But unfortunately, these have metal ends, and so we're not going to use them. I'm going to put them away, and we're going to go on to our next implement. That's that. All right, so that doesn't work. Let's pick up all the plastic here. I have to be tidy, or else I get yelled at here in the overflow room. All right, let's see what this is. Well, this looks more promising. This is oh, look at these. This is quite sophisticated. All right, wait a minute. And all of these, by the way, these were all available like locally or on Amazon, and they cost like a couple bucks. It's no big deal. We're not talking about major expenditures here. So now this is a pair of locking tweezers. I mean, they have a yeah, look at that. So you have this device here. You can push it up and lock them shut, and you can pull it down, and they clip on, I mean, this way, which is pretty handy if you want to stick them on your shirt pocket. But the nice thing about them is that these, as you can see, are vinyl plastic, nylon, which is really great, which means they're not going to mess up your CD, at least theoretically, at least if you don't grab it too hard. So let's see what happens, shall we? Here we have the challenge. First, you have to get in here, and are they thin enough to get under the CD? Wait a minute, I think I'm getting it. Wait a minute, look at that. We got it. It worked. It worked. So there you go. And you can put it back easily enough. Of course, this one may fall out this end, but you can't have everything, can you? All right. So I think these green-tipped vinyl suckers, which with the locking mechanism to keep them tidy in your CD surgical kit, are definitely worth considering. So these are on the keeper side. Let's put them over here with the keeper things. Next, well, this is an entire set of tweezer things. I don't even know where this came from. This is 7-piece precision jewelry making and repairing implements. And of these 7 pieces, I mean, these are made of supposedly carbon reinforced plastic. So they are plastic. So theoretically, there are some good ones here. This one looks like it's a possibility. And they're flexible. They don't seem to be made out of, I'm dropping everything here, sharp metal. And then there's this one, which I also kind of liked. This has an odd pointy edge, but I do like the fact that you have sort of a wider field here with which to grab things. The rest of these Tweezy things, I think, are going to be rather small and probably too narrow, although these are nice too. This one looks good. I mean, these are like incredibly cheap plastic things. They really are. They're no big deal at all. So let's see what happens. Let's try. Oh, I don't know. Let's see. This one. This has a smooth edge, and this has a little rougher edge. They look almost exactly the same. I don't know. I don't know at all. Okay, so let's try it. Let us take the patient who's been prepped for surgery and see what we get. Ready? Here we go. These are nice and thin, too. I like this. Wait a minute. Oh, no. These don't work. They slip. They slip. You can get the edge of the thing out pretty nicely. And they didn't, well, they scratched it a little bit on the edge, I think. Just on the edge. And I know how picky we are. We do not want scratches. We do not, certainly not on the playing surface. So you can sort of get it to the edge where you can get your fingers in and grab it out. But I think these are just too flimsy. They are absolutely too flimsy. So I do not recommend the all plastic devices. These are not keepers either. So they go into the discard pile over on this side. Now, these look very promising. They really do. I even like the look of the way that it's put together. Hang on a minute. Let's see if I can get into it. Yeah, there we go. Take it out of its container here. And, oh, look at this. You get two pairs of them. Excellent. So you can, like, use both hands or something like that. Or when you're, oh, I see how this works. Okay, so we take this one out. Hang on. My goodness, this has more, the hard part is getting the thing out of here. Oh, I like this. I like this already. I really do. Of course, this is assuming that I can get it out of, there we go. Look at this. This is beautiful. It is rounded edged, plastic tipped, thin. These are really, really nice. These aren't going to do any damage at all. I can already tell you. So let us take the patient here. And here we go. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we can get this in here. We get it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Look at that. That was beautiful. That was an absolutely flawless extraction. Absolutely fantastic. So these things are highly recommendable if you can get them in this shape. Note the rounded edges. There's nothing sharp here, nothing that's going to cause any sort of indentation, and they are soft and beautifully, oh, they're wonderful. I love them. I love them already. And these are definitely keepers. So let's put these away and put them back in their little container. And now we have to try another CD because we've done a bunch with that. That patient has survived the operation, and it's time to move on to the next. All right, so these go in the keeper pile, which we'll recapitulate at the end of this chat. Now, here we have, that was Grumio. Here we have The Rake's Progress with Levine. This is in the Levine 40th anniversary commemorative set that the Met issued. And these Met productions, they had a couple big boxes. They had a Verdi box. They had a Wagner box. These things are abysmally packaged. Especially Wagner, they have 5 CDs and they're all folding out in this gatefoldy thing with the CD shoved in the middle. And not only that, but the way to get them out is also, let me just show you how awful this is. Here we have it, all right? This is The Rake's Progress. As you can see, the booklet comes out rather easily. It just spills out from the edge. But the CDs, there is no edge. You can't come out that side, so it's protected, yes. But the 2 CDs, let's see if we can do this. The 2 CDs only come out from the middle. The first CD, that's this one, comes out from this middle, and the second CD is either from this way or that way, assuming the booklet has already, slid right out and fallen on the floor. These are just appalling. appallingly made to actually listen to. Really ridiculous. Now, of course, the easy way to avoid this problem, if you think that James Levine was a disgusting pig who deserves oblivion, then you don't have any issue at all, do you? But if you're willing to be a little more indulgent and assume that James Levine didn't do anything more horrible than anybody else in this industry routinely did, which happens to be my point of view. The only difference is that he got caught. It doesn't make much difference. Anyway, we're going to attempt to extract these from both sides. And for that, we are turning to our this is an absolutely fabulous implement, potentially. I'm going to see if this works. This one really intrigued me. This thing, here it is. Well, oh, it's nice and soft. Yes. This is a false eyelash installer. Apparently, women and some men use this to install their false eyelashes by putting the eyelash in here, and then attaching it to your eye that way. But these are very thin, very delicate. They are vinyl tipped, nice and soft and rubbery. And look at the curvature. The curvature actually matches the curvature of a CD, more or less, which I just think is marvelous. It seems that these were sneakily invented as CD removal devices. If I put this up here, you can't see it as well, can you? But it shows up better against the fabulous ClassicsToday.com t-shirt, which will be available soon online. Trust me. Anyway, so let's do this. Okay. So here we have. There is actually a little lip, over here. Can you see this? On this side, see, there's like a little thing here, like this half moon, that suggests that you attempt. Oh God, there goes the booklet again. That makes you suggest that I'm going to leave the booklet out, that you attempt to extract it from this side. So let us take our false eyebrow placement device. Here it is. Okay, here we go. And let's see if we can get under the CD. Wait, I am. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, that's fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. And then to get the other one, well, the other one sort of, you see, it sort of slips around. The problem is with this one is that it slides freely, but it's only going to slide into the other compartment for the other CD. So where did it go? Now it's hiding. Now it's all the way down in its Fafner's little cave here. So we're going to have to go in there. And oh, yeah, there you go. Look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So let's see. Yeah. Put that back. This is a major keeper. This is the vinyl-tipped false eyelash placer gizmo. And it's very inexpensive. And boy, did that work well. I'm so happy. This is great. So let's put this down for a second. And where did this come from? This came from here, I think. Let's put it back. And it's I keep these things in their containers so that we don't lose them. This is unbelievable. This is definitely a keeper. This is one of our best yet. And now we only have two more. And they're really the same thing, just different sizes. I think this is going to work pretty well too. I really do, because it's got, it has all of the requisite characteristics, although it's kind of large. There we go. This is serious. I like the fact that this has extra length. It's nice and long. It's easy to grasp. It's not micro precision sort of tooled here. And more to the point, it has this wonderful vinyl tip. It is actually, as you can see, basically the same as this thing. Only it's plastic tipped for protective purposes. So, oh gosh, stuff is all over the place, isn't it? So there we go. So let's take out our victim. Here it is, the rake's progress, and see what happens. Now, these are good, I think, but I think the issue is that they're... There goes the booklet. I don't even know where the booklet went. It's under, is it here? Where did it go? It's somewhere on the floor. Oh, there it is. It fell about 4 feet away. Okay, never mind the booklet. So, let's see what we can do here. We get this, you have to like buckle this, put it in here, and yeah, we got it. No problem. We got it. Very good. So I am going to assume that these work also quite well and that these will definitely be keepers. Good things. Good device. So I'm going to put these away in their little container here, and we shall come back and review that. Now, the only other thing I have, at this stage, there are others on order so that I can do rolling updates to this process as necessary. But these are quite hefty. Let's take a look at these. Are very similar to the other ones I just showed you, except that they are even larger. They're even longer, and they do come with this rather nice. Oh, and they're blue. Ooh, look at that. All right. Yeah, there we go. Okay, these are even bigger and give you more area, and they are blue, but they seem to be a little bit thinner. Let's just give it a quick shot. We'll try it with the sneaky first one here that is way back in its like wherever it lives down there. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, no problem at all. These are nice too. I like these. I wonder what else you could do with them. I have no idea. Anyway, so there you go. So let us recapitulate. The ones that we find that are keepers, that actually will allow you to extract the CD. These things, the flat things, which are, blue and nice and large, those are very nice. And the locking thin things, these are nice too. They're nice and pointy and more sharp and probably easier to get to. And they are locking, so you can close them and lock them, which is wonderful. And then there's the other version of the flat things, the green one, which are, basically the same. I mean, as the other ones. They seem to be a little bulkier than the blue ones. And the blue ones actually are more spatulate and flatter, which is nice. And then there's these. These were beautiful. These were absolutely beautiful. These small red vinyl tip tweezers with the rounded edges. These work extremely well. But the winner, for me, I have to say, I'm going to take it out of its package again, just because I think it is just a miracle of repurposing. Something that the original creators and inventors never could have conceived is the false eyelash placement device, which is made out of black metal. It's metal with vinyl tipped. It's also black vinyl tipped, so you can't really see it, but it is. It's quite soft and spongy. And the nice thing about this, in addition to that, is you get this fabulous, it's made here so that you have like finger placement first, because when you're putting false eyelashes on, you need a steady hand. So this allows you to grip at different points along the base here. And it's very, very easy to get a hold of. And the way that it's shaped with the curvature just fits the CD. I think this false eyelash placement implement is the object we have all been waiting for. And it's very inexpensive, and you can probably find it just about anywhere. I found it on Amazon. It will extract your CDs with no damage, and your booklets. And I have to go find, where is that? Oh, it's over there. It's like over the Rake's Progress booklet. All right, it's over there somewhere. What a terrific device. I am so happy that I found it. But any of these will do you. They're all extremely well. The key is to make sure that they all have soft tips. All these vinyl tipped or rubber tipped, whatever it is, make sure to get rubber tipped. You don't want metal on the end of it, and you don't want it to be too thick because you got to get it under the booklet, and you slide it in and grasp the CD. I mean, it's kind of a shame that we have to be so ingenious in finding ways to get these things. But, you spend a lot of money on this stuff, too. They charge money to have this inconvenient packaging. I mean, really, when you think about it, I mean, the people at the Met, you get stills from the production. It's a beautiful production. Look at the dead shark hanging there. I mean, what the hell is that? This is the Rake's Progress, of course. I mean, there's Baba the Turk. There you go. And I mean, just it's so appealing. The point is that they spent all this money making a product that may be visually appealing, but as is so often the case with classical music, people would rather stare at it or talk about it than listen to it, because that seems to be academic. You want to have a nice box. It's a coffee table object. You could discuss it with your friends. It's a donation to the cause, to the charitable organization, theoretically, that's producing all this stuff. But what you don't want to do is get the damn CD out of the package, put it in your player, and actually play it. I, on the other hand, operate on the assumption, as I believe you do too, that we want to actually listen to the music. And in order to listen to the music, you have to get the CD out of the goddamn stupid packaging. So, there you go. Get your false eyelash placement device. Make sure it's vinyl or rubber tipped, and you are going to be in business for whatever stupidity the industry throws at you. So keep on listening, folks. I hope I've made it a little easier to do just that. Thank you, and take care.